My name is Stephen Sheeran, and I might have the greatest job in the world. I'm the president and chief operating officer of a company called American Green, ERBB, OTC Markets, Pink Sheets. We're publicly traded. Some years ago, we were primarily a technology company, and we hedged that into the opportunity to produce the first consumer-facing marijuana age-verifying vending machine.
What Zaz is the first ever age-verifying automated dispensary. So imagine a 21st century vending machine. This is really the PR and the face of the company. It's what most people know us for. But we've evolved into so much more now, and we've reached out to truly be a company that goes from seed to sale on the periphery of everything to do with cannabis.
So we realized the cannabis industry had many facets to it. To provide the best possible opportunity for shareholder value would not be to limit ourselves into just one specific area. So we broke it up into a few different areas, starting with cultivation. We see cultivation as being very exciting for a variety of reasons.
What we've done is we've acquired a few companies, the best at what we saw in the industry and everything they do, and one of those was OGT, and we couldn't be happier about this marriage.
Sometime in about April of 2014, we ran into Stephen Sheeran, and we were able to converse on the ideas of what American Green is and what OGT is, and it just seemed to make this perfect match. Our vision is to mix vegan organic farming practices with microbiology. We want to increase yields of farming techniques. We want to decrease water, decrease fertilizer use, and leave the land clean and healthy.
And one of the very exciting things about that microbial tea is that at 3 microns, it can be super suspended in water, which means wherever water goes, so does the nutrient.
I had avoided using the microbial teas in the past because it requires another big piece of equipment, the big brewer. When I started using the OGT, you just put it right in the nutrient reservoir. And so some buddies of mine that do the microbial tea and have their brewers asked me, where's my brewer? And I said, I don't need one. Just pour it right in, agitate it, and you're good to go.
We have PhD scientists that understand what species of bacteria can coexist together and form a symbiotic relationship with the plant's root system in order to break down nutrients, fight pathogens, increase yield.
One of our other cultivation products, Jurassic water system, aptly named because the Jurassic period in Earth's history, there was a lot more oxygen in the atmosphere, and that's when plants and animals, namely the dinosaurs, grew a lot bigger. So we're copying that same science.
One of the most exciting products, in my opinion, is our Jurassic water system, which takes water from the 5 or 6 parts per million you would get if you turn on your faucet, up to over 30 parts per million that you might find on Earth 70 million plus years ago.
It allows the roots to uptake the nutrients at a much better rate because the water is so highly oxygenated. The Jurassic water system is a small machine that's very compact and easy to use. And you would submerge that into the container that houses the water that you feed your plants with. It could be anywhere from a 55-gallon to several hundreds of gallons. It takes about 30 minutes for the oxygen levels to reach their maximum capacity once you turn the machine on. I think for the investment is well worthwhile, so we're very excited about further use and testing.
This cultivation industry offers so much more than just focusing on what a lot of people would think of when they hear the term cannabis right now. Many places in big agriculture having nothing to do with cannabis, we're able to take our products because many of these were instrumented in places where there was a lot of pressure to have maximum yield in a small amount of place because of the laws and the stigmas and what have you.
The other thing we're working on at American Green is constantly expanding our vision of where this industry is going. If you can picture the end of Prohibition back in the 20s, the companies that did it right lasted.
We broke the market up into 4 things as they apply to our company. The first being cultivation, the second being extraction and manufacturing, the third being retail, where Zaz fits in, and the last being our corporate entity, where it's community outreach, advocacy, and general education.
More and more states ratifying, and more states allowing medical cannabis as well as recreational. it's getting more and more exciting. So to be a part of this business is really exciting for me every day.
I can honestly say I love working here, not with the people who work within the company, but with the people I get to work with in the entire industry and sector, including the shareholders who ask the hardest questions out there and help guide us in the direction we should be going. All challenges aside, I couldn't imagine a better place to work at a better time in an industry. American Dream. Herb on.